when you keep hitting a wall like that, know that there's another path for you. Sometimes that is when God shows you your real path and your real alignment. Hey guys, it's Drea and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here to talk about how to keep going in the midst of the storm, how to stay positive in the midst of the storm, the things that you can do to stay afloat even when you don't know when things are going to get better, because that has been me this whole entire year. If you've been watching me for a while, you know that I was laid off in February, March-ish. I worked in marketing and communications. I did advertisements and brand messaging for an organization, writing and things like that. Communications, work in the communications field. So yeah, I was laid off, and it was a dream job for me because I've worked in communications my entire career, and it was like the perfect communications job for me. I loved what I was doing there, and there was a corporate restructure, and my department was um, our jobs were eliminated. But anyway, so it's been almost a whole year now, and I've been applying. I've been interviewing. I've been getting second interviews. I've been getting, we really like you, but we have to put the job on hold. Like, it's just been a crazy year, and I'm sure it's been a crazy year for a lot of people. I know it's been a crazy year for a lot of people. People are getting sick. People are losing loved ones. People are getting laid off left and right. It's just like a lot happening in the world. It's a lot of evil happening in the world. It just has not been a great year. Just trying to keep my mental state in a good place. Like, I've cried so many tears this year. I've wanted to give up so many times this year. This year has been such a challenge for me. And today, I can say that I was finally offered an opportunity. I'm not even going to say it's a job, even though it pays, it's an opportunity. It is not in my field. It is something completely different, but it's something that I definitely always wanted to do, but didn't know how to go after it. Didn't know anybody who did it. Like, it's something super common, but it's niche at the same time. But I just never thought that I would do this or be in a position to have opportunity to do it. And I'm going to go into more details about it as I create more content, but I'm not going to talk about it today because, like I said, I just got offered the opportunity today, and I start Monday, and it'll probably be about 2 months before I can really get on here and tell you exactly what it is. But just know today was my, oh, it's getting better feeling. So I want to tell you a few things that have helped me along the way, just stay positive and keep from spiraling downward. Because trust me, I've had the days where I'm spiraling, but I always have to stop myself. I have a list of different things that I follow that I think will be able to help you. So first, let's start with number one. Focus on what you can control. When you've lost a job, when you have a loved one that's sick, when you're the one that's sick, when you're broke, your finances are in the gutter, you can't afford to like provide for yourself, or you may feel like, oh my God, how I'm going to pay my rent. Any and everything that could possibly go wrong, there is this one solution that I have, and it sounds like simple and maybe cliche, but it actually works. The only thing that you can do when you feel like you've lost control of everything is focus on what you can control. So you know the things that you can control in your life, right? So me being unemployed, me applying to a bunch of jobs, me updating my resume, submitting my resume again, walking into jobs, asking them if they need help, I still don't know what the outcome's going to be. I still don't know if someone's going to offer me a position, right? So when I say focus on the things you can control, what's something you can control? You can control your eating habits, right? You can make sure you're not eating junk. You can make sure you're eating 3 meals a day. If you want to eat 3 meals a day, you can make sure you're drinking your water. You can make sure you're exercising and eating towards the diet that makes you feel good. And that's one of the things, one of the ways that I have control in a situation where I feel like I have no control at all. I make sure my diet and exercise is on point because I know if I exercise, I'm going to feel good. I know if I eat healthy, I'm going to feel good. I'm going to look good. Those things, diet and exercise, I can control it no matter what's going on. So that's one of the things that I do to focus on what I can control when I feel like I'm in the midst of the storm and everything is going horribly. Another thing that I can focus on that I can control is keeping my house clean. It is up to me how my house looks. I love when my house is clean. I love when my bed is made. I love when my house smells great. I love it when my kitchen is clean. I love it when my bathroom is spotless. That is something that I can control. I can control how my environment looks. That is another thing that you can control. Another thing you can control is your looks. Yes, maybe you may not be able to get your hair done. Maybe you may not be able to get your nails done. Maybe you will not be able to get your eyebrows and things like that done or buy new clothes. But guess what? You can wake up every day, you can brush your teeth, you can wash your face, you can moisturize your skin, you can buy a wig like this. This is a wig because I haven't been able to get my hair done all year. Crazy. But I put on my own makeup today. I put this wig on. I have clothes still that I can put on so that I can look presentable when I walk out the house. So that's another thing I can control. And you might be thinking, okay, I'm depressed. I can't control those things. But I'm telling you, when you do those little things that you can control, it makes a big difference. If you're in the house, laying in bed all day, eating junk food, your house is dirty, you look a mess, you're not going to be happy, and you're not going to have any clarity to see your way out of the situation. Trust me, the little things like that, focus on what you can control, goes a long way. The second thing, seek resources. That is a big one. That is one that I struggle with. When I say seek resources, I mean talk to people, talk to your friends, talk to your family, talk to a therapist. You might think that you can struggle alone, and whatever your problem is, because everyone's going through something completely different. But seeking resources is going to help you. Sometimes you have to just call a friend and talk. Make sure that friend is in a position to handle whatever you may be going through because we're all going through something. But one thing that I've been able to do, I wasn't always doing it, calling my mom, calling my friends, you know, sometimes having a conversation in the grocery store with a stranger about something happy. I do things like that all the time. I talk to people that I don't know all the time. We just end up in conversations. And I was out one day and this lady was talking to me and I like helped her figure out something like on her phone or whatever. And you know what? She gave me a hug afterwards. And I was having a really bad day that day. And she asked me, could she hug me? And I was like, sure. And she gave me a hug and like I was so happy like after that. And it's like I don't even know her, but like I needed that hug. So seek resources, guys. You never know, once you open up, that person's energy rubs off on you and your energy can rub off on them and you may have a positive experience. Sometimes you have to get these things out. Like you just have to talk to someone, somebody who cares, someone who loves you, someone's not going to judge you, because losing your job is embarrassing. Being broke is embarrassing. Um, Feeling like you're in a situation that you can't get out of or that you're in the dark is can be embarrassing because you feel like you're going through it alone. But we're all living this human experience, and as long as we're alive, we're gonna all experience something that's related. Finances being in the gutter, or being depressed, feeling depressed, not knowing why you feel depressed. Like we're all gonna experience something that another person has experienced before. So don't feel like you're alone. You can talk to someone. If you don't want to talk to family and friends, you can get a therapist. There's ways, even if you don't have any money, there's ways to seek therapy that are not as costly, and there's also even free options. So seek resources is number two. Number three, this has been a big one for me. And when I tell you I did this and things literally changed in a week, okay, I've been going through this for almost a whole year. And I did this third thing and something changed for me in literally a week. Write down your dreams and your desires. Write them down. That's the first part of it. Everything that you want that you feel like you don't have right now even if it's happiness. Write down, I want to be happy. If it's a new job, write down, I want a new job. If it's a fitness goal, write down your fitness goal. Whatever it is that you want or that you see yourself, write it down. But not only write it down in a place that you're going to see it every single day. I bought a white erase board, and I always write because I have a diary, but me writing it down on the dry erase board is what I meant to say. Me writing it down on the dry erase board and putting it somewhere where I can see it and recite it every day made all the difference for whatever reason. One, writing it down is like a manifestation. I don't know why, but when you write something down for some reason, the universe and God, they just start saying, okay, this is what she wants, this is what he wants. Let's start putting it together for them. I don't know why it works like that, but I'm telling you, it works every time. So get yourself a dry erase board, write down what you want, 3 to 4 to 5 things. You know where I put mine? I put mine in my bathroom. So every day when I wake up and go in the bathroom, I brush my teeth, I wash my face, I see the goals, the dreams, and the desires that I want, and I repeat them out loud. I want a new job. I want to lose 10 pounds. I applied to this job. I want to hear back in a week. Whatever it is, write it down. Something that has to do with, I want to spend more time with my kids. I want to make more money. Whatever it is, write it down and put it in a place where you can see it. And I'm telling you, it's like magic. It happens a lot faster. And not just because it's magic, but I think when you see it every day, it makes you take those steps forward. Like, I started writing down all the jobs I was like applying to, and I would write down like if I heard back from them. I would write back when I want to hear back from them. Like, I literally said, I'm looking at my board right now. I was like, I applied to this job. I want to hear back before Thanksgiving. I heard back in less than a week. So even if it seems unreasonable, even if it seems like that's not going to happen, write it down. You don't know what's going to happen. So write it down, put it in a place where you can see it, repeat it to yourself. Number 4, picture yourself living your dreams. Picture yourself living your desires. Even if it's something like, I want to get out of bed, make my bed, make breakfast, go on a walk, take a class. This is like if you're like depressed. Picture yourself being happy. Picture the things that a happier you would be doing. Like I said, whether it's taking a class, whether it's eating healthier, whether it's having more friends, making friends. Picture yourself as that person every single day, whatever those desires are, whatever you wrote down on that dry erase board. Already picture yourself doing that in those shoes. And this is a big one, guys, the most cliche one, but the most important. You have to stay positive. I'm telling you, you're probably looking at me right now like, oh, of course you're positive because you just found out that you have an opportunity today. Listen, I have been jobless since March 1st, 2025, okay? Jobless, applying to every job in the book, walking into businesses, dropping off my resume, calling businesses, emailing businesses, having interviews, making it to the second and last step of the interview just for them to tell me we are pausing the hiring process. I'm able to be positive today because I made it my duty to try to stay positive. Was I positive every day? No. Was I positive 4 out of the 7 days of the week? Not really, but I would catch myself and I would not let myself spiral, because once you have that one bad day, then that second bad day, I guarantee you that third day is going to be a negative day. And then that fourth day is going to be a negative day. And then you're going to keep going downward. So when I would catch myself, oh, day 2, I'm being negative. Day 3, I'm being negative. Okay, now we're on day 4. We got to figure something out. So maybe we need to take a walk. Maybe we need to go to the gym. Maybe we need to call a friend. Maybe we need to eat something healthy, because another thing that I noticed was I was eating a lot of junk. Okay, I went to Burger King when I was feeling depressed. I don't eat fast food. So you can tell when you're starting to spiral. So staying positive is very important. And sometimes staying positive is hard to do, but you have to train your mind to stay positive. If your mind is positive, you're going to get positive results. If you're negative, you're going to get negative results. That is real, and that's just how it works. The last thing that I want to say, know that change is inevitable no matter what. Even if you're in a good situation, good things come to an end. If you're in a bad situation, bad things come to an end. Change is inevitable. That is life. You're not going to be in this situation forever. All the things that your heart desires, it may not come in an exact way that you want it, but it's going to come. Nothing stays the same. Change is inevitable. Every single day we're changing. The world is changing around us. So if you can't find any positivity out of anything that I said today, or you can't take a message from anything that I said today, take the message that change is coming regardless. So get up, do something with your day, do something with your time, call a friend, write down your goals, go into a company and drop off your resume. You just have to put one foot in front of the other. You have to take action for your own happiness. Because one thing that I'm realizing as I've been going through this, I'm discovering things about myself that I didn't know, like things that I've been interested in, but I haven't been able to do it because I always worked a 9 to 5, or different things that I've seen other people do, but I don't have the time to learn about it or to give my time to it because I was like always working and I only had the weekends off. And like I said, I have an opportunity that was offered to me today doing something completely different. The only reason why I even got that opportunity is because with me not having a job and me having so much free time and applying to so many different jobs, it's like my brain opened up to everything possible out there. And I took a shot on something that I've never done before. I don't know anybody who does it. I have no experience in it, but it's something that can be done with focus, motivation, and just having the discipline to do it. So, like I said, I'll get more into that another time. But the point that I'm making is when you have free time or you feel like nothing's working out, sometimes that is when God shows you your real path and your real alignment. I've been working in communications for the last 10 plus years. I have a great resume. I haven't been able to get a job. So what does that tell me? That tells me that God is trying to push me in a different direction for whatever reason. So when you keep hitting a wall like that, know that there's another path for you. Sometimes we want a certain path, but it's not working out. So I would say explore your options. And I know not everybody that's watching this video has lost a job or is depressed or um, just unemployed, whatever the case may be. But I think you can use these tools for whatever you're going through right now. Anybody having a hard time, anybody trying to stay positive in the midst of the storm. When you are getting met with resistance, go the other way. Go the other way. I think that's one of the biggest things that you can take from this video. I've been met with resistance all year long. Switch it up. Try something new. Go the other way. And sometimes when you go the other way, the path is wide open. I'm telling you. So I hope this made sense to you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got something from this video. I hope that everyone who's been having a rough year knows that it's going to get better. 2026 is going to be our year. I think 2025 is haunted for sure. As soon as this year gets out of the way, we are destined for greatness, health, wealth, within ourselves, within our families, within our friends. Our year is coming, guys. It may not have been this year, but it's definitely going to be next year and more years to come. So I'm telling you guys, follow these different things that I suggested. It worked for me. I believe it will work for you. Let me know in the comments if you decide to do it and if you get any results. And thank you for watching my channel. If you're subscribed, I appreciate you. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. See you next time. Bye.